What's going on, guys? Nick here from Quack Rack. So we are back with another installation video. Today we've got an exciting product, a brand new one for us this year, and that is the aftermarket rear bumper. We're going to be showing you today how to mount and install our rear bumper on a Polaris Ranger. Before we get started on the installation, let's go over the components that you'll have within your box after you unbox it. So we'll start with the bumper shell itself, a one-piece all-steel bumper shell. You'll have one filler plate and a driver side and passenger side mounting bracket that'll be labeled with a D and a P, and of course your hardware pack. So with that being said, let's dive into the first step of this installation. Super simple installation, no drilling required, all bolt on, and we're about to show you how to do it. So once you've verified that you do have all the components needed to start this installation, first step is going to be to take your passenger side mounting bracket. There are holes that are found on both the driver and passenger side on the upper frame right underneath the bed. And as you can see, we removed the tailgate. You don't have to do that, but we do recommend it. It gives you more space and clearance to get up underneath the bed. So you'll take the provided hardware that will attach within this slide and start to install your bed mounting brackets. And just at this point in time, make sure everything is just hand tight. There's no reason to torque anything down. So as you can see, we have the passenger side done. Again, I want to re-emphasize it is 3 bolts here. You'll pull the nuts off. You'll find it underneath the bed. On the bed hinge, you'll pull the nuts off, and there'll be 3 holes. Line the passenger side bracket up with 3 holes, reinstall the nuts, and then just repeat that process on the driver's side. And that is going to be 2 of the 3 mounting brackets, but this is step 1. So now that we have our bed mount brackets in place, we're going to tighten them down a little bit to get everything to line up, and we'll move on to mounting the filler plate. All right, so now that we have both driver and passenger side bed brackets mounted, we are going to move on to the filler plate that you see Ryan holding right now. There are 4 holes. Once you remove your tailgate, it'll expose these 4 holes, and we're about to show you how to bolt it up to it. Kind of rip through a couple cranks, and they'll be able to see the holes, and then... So now that we have the 4 provided self-threading bolts and washers put into place and fastened down for this filler plate, there are 2 additional bolts, washers, and nuts that will be provided per side. So as you can see what Ryan's doing on this side, the filler plate lines up with the holes on the mounting bracket, both driver and passenger side. You'll fasten, we're going to swap sides here. So what he's doing is coming in here, once this is installed, fastening just 2 extra security bolts that are found on the outside of both bed mounting brackets. You'll put your bolt, washer, nut on both sides, and they'll be ready to move to the last step, which is mounting the bumper itself. So now that we've got all mounting brackets mounted and secured, it is time for you and a buddy to grab the bumper. You'll line it up. So right here and right here on the bumper, there are pockets that you'll find on the back side. Align the mounting bracket tabs with the inside of the pocket. There are 4 holes per side, 8 total bolts. All hardware, again, will be provided. You'll line it up, line all holes up, knock your bolts through. After this step, you'll do a 1 through, make sure all hardware is fastened securely, and that is the extent of our bumper install. As you can see, this is a winch-ready bumper, so we've got pre-cut holes drilled into this flat part of the bumper itself, allowing KFI winches, OEM Polaris, Can-Am, whatever it may be, winches to be adapted to this. We prefer the 5,000-pound KFI winch, super easy bolt on, and yeah, that's the extent of our Polaris Ranger aftermarket rear bumper installation. We hope you guys enjoyed it, and again, with any other further questions, you can always reach out to one of the team members here at Quack Rack.